It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in tonight's battle. It's the Ravens and the Seahawks under the lights on Thursday night.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Baltimore Ravens and the Seattle Seahawks. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis here in the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
Throwing is Jackson. And this is good. It's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And look at this. On third down. Goodson. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute.
Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always a special one, and love, I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season, and before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night.
Can't take my breath. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next are the Texans' reigning league MVP. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball, 4 touchdown throws. It's the Texans and the Hawks on Monday Night Prime Time.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the SoDo district of Seattle.
Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they could be well set up for the rest of the year.
Second and 6. And down he goes. Pressure gets. He'll look to throw. And the Seahawks.
Charles, remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Texans, here's Scott on third down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. He's back to throw. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And this defense has broken it open.
If you hand it off and let someone run the ball, if you so choose, but otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And that might just cement it.
Back on and say it was one of his best of the season. We're not seeing games of both.
And the Seahawk defense. Again, he'll drop to throw. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back.
Here's 2nd and 8. Pressure comes. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Seahawk defense gets... To throw on 3rd down. Randolph. Pressure comes. And that strength was on display there.
And that and
back to throw. Randolph. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. Randolph. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. Randolph. Pressure comes. He's 10. To throw again. Randolph. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at the...
That's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves,
there he goes, right side, 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And the safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
and it appears that this was just a letdown.
And pressure on 2nd and inches. Prescott. And I think the ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a big turnover there. Play action. Randolph. Pressure. Back to throw. Randolph. Being chased out left. Oh, he's got it. Oh, he put it on the carpet. A fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turn. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They find some open down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end.
Set. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Seahawks are going to... this drive. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw.
They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yard.
And he is going to be taken down.
In a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out?
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Here's Lance. Now Lance from the 44. Lance. 1st down now. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half score.
On first down, Lance.
And he's going to lose quarter. And now the pressure gets there, and
great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safe.
oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. They'll look to throw here. Pressure comes. Now back to throw. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Pressure comes. He's taken.
To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try to put them there.
First down, Murray. And the Seahawks throwing on first down is Murray. Pressure comes.
Because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try.
And Murray in trouble here. Third and long, it's Wilson. And he's going to go. He sets to fire deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams. Schultz. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted from the gun on third down. Schultz. Being chased out, and it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. To throw again on second down. Lance. And oh, he coughed it up, and the Seahawks have picked it up. To throw on second down. Perkins. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Counter deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll be at the 8.
Shotgun now for Lance.
He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Feeling the pressure here and taking down. They'll start on the ground. ETN. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Panthers and the reigning Super Bowl champs under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full war as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle.
Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited.
Operating from the gun, Perkins. Looking to throw. Schultz. And the Seahawk deep. Now a handoff up the middle. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken. On the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting block.
Now the ball comes loose. And his guys
will trot back out on the field to start this drive. A little more pep in their step.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's got third and goal. Up the middle they go. Goodson. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And some room to work. And now off to the races. Down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Second down. Perkins. Looking for Austin. Intercepted.
He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer.
And he takes it into the end zone.
Go stand on the other sideline.
And he will. Back to throw. Perkins. Flush to his right. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks. Touchdown. On to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Seattle. It's the Vikings and the reigning Super Bowl champs on Sunday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle.
Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get a man in his face immediately.
And his kick is good. Operating from the gun. Strickland. Pressure comes. He's taking to throw on second down. Perkins. Off play action. Strickland under pressure. Throwing on first down. Perkins. Touchdown. Off play action. Strickland.
And it is the Houston Texans are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Back to throw. Strickland. Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seen.
There he goes, right side. 20.
Gets it to the corner. Great touch on the...
And he's
Here and in a hurry.
pressure comes.
Pollard will take this into
Exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw status. I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Off the play fake. Strickland. He's going to take another shot here. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to have the football here.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Seahawks and the Texans. All that and more coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Houston Texans taking on the NFC champions. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they were winners last time out. Back to throw. And he is going to... Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown. On first down, Perkins. He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted.
Picked up by Richie.
And in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half, and not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Texans, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they do.
Looking to throw on second down. Perkins. And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Texans are going to...
Now back to throw. Under pressure. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is right there. Looking to throw. Perkins. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will. And he can't find a reason. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Calvin and the Lone Star State has a new champion. It's the Houston Texans, kings of the Super Bowl. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, You know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.